I absolutely love this question. And I sat on it for a minute to decide how I wanted to answer it, because so far in my experience of this, like, posting publicly on social media thing, it is incredibly difficult to have nuanced conversations. A lot of people, like, they don't read everything, or they're not listening to the whole video, or they're bringing in a lot of their own assumptions and not coming into the conversation with an open mind and being willing to think, like, critically and deeply about topics. Like, for example, I had someone ask me if I preferred campgrounds or hotels, and I said I prefer campgrounds and the reason why. And then there was a bunch of comments, but in an apartment, this and this and that. It's like, okay, but the question was campgrounds or hotels. So nowhere in the question did it say apartment. And so sometimes like getting into these subjects is a little difficult. And so I would say the one thing that I would like people to know is that homelessness looks different for every single homeless person, and that your definition of homeless might not be other people's definition of homeless, and what you think homelessness looks like might not be the case. So from my experience so far, it seems that most people that choose to comment this, right, is that homelessness automatically means on the street with hardly any belongings, zero to too little income, and just kind of out there, right? And that's not the case for a lot of homeless people. It's very different. Yes, there are people that are on the streets and just have a backpack full of belongings, and that does exist. And I feel for those people, and I feel for every single person in any type of homelessness. But there are multiple different ways that people's homelessness journey manifests itself. And yes, some people just are on the streets. Some people are in shelters. If you're in a shelter, a homeless shelter, you're still homeless. Some people are in hotels. Some people are in campgrounds. Some people are doing like a mix of all sorts of things. Some people are like couch surfing and going from one person's place to another person's place and things like that. And so it looks very different. And I was reminded, because I'm at the same campground that I had one of my tent videos that went semi-viral. And the site I was at, like, is a few sites down from where I am now. And in the background of my tent video is a building. And people would be like, that must be your backyard, you're faking this, because somehow they just can't believe that someone that like looks and talks and acts like me is homeless. And it's like, no, those are the bathrooms and the showers. Or someone was like, who is that older couple walking behind you, your grandparents? Like, no, those are the other campers. And people being like, that's an interesting spot to put your homeless tent. And I'm like, the spot I reserved online and paid for. So like a lot of people just come in automatically with this like negative perception in their mind. A lot of people just hate homeless people, right? But they come in it with that homelessness is only having absolutely nothing. And that is not the case. There are plenty of homeless people that have full-time jobs and multiple jobs, and they're still homeless. I've had coworkers before who have been sleeping in their cars, and some of our other coworkers didn't know, because a lot of homeless people don't go around telling everybody they know that they're homeless. Sometimes people are ashamed. And then sometimes you don't get treated very well when you say you're homeless. You get talked down to a lot. And so a lot of times people will only tell people who they consider to be safe to tell. And so I think it's just, I wish that like people had more of an open mind, and I do like worry about it, especially, you know, with this state of the world and the state of the United States right now. And you get online and everyone is talking about the prices of groceries and the prices of rent and the prices of gas. And it's like, that is the case, and everybody is feeling that. And so I'm just worried that like more people are going to end up in situations like me. And when you're faced like with just this negative perception all the time, that somehow you're some like evil, bad person, it makes the situation harder. So I really just wish that people would understand that homelessness looks different for everybody.